I'm back. I don't know what was the problem, but I'm back. It's more like it. Hey, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all leave me a message on YouTube? Because I don't see anybody on here right now. Leave me a message and let me know. Can y'all hear me on YouTube? Can y'all hear me? Oh, all right. So I might as well proceed to give y'all what y'all need. I'm so glad to see y'all. I'm so glad that I am back. I'm glad to see everybody. How y'all doing? Happy Monday. Hey, Trina. How everybody doing? Y'all can't catch nothing to the internet. I'm still recuperating. Dang. I am still recuperating. So, y'all, I'm feeling much better. To God be the glory. I want to thank all the people that took the time out to pick up the phone and call and check on me. I thought y'all loved me. Love is the action word. I thought that y'all had mad love for me. Y'all have been heard from me in quite some time. Hey, Phoebe, you mean to tell me only a handful of people picked up the phone and called and checked on me? So I'm going to give y'all a pass this time. But next time, if I'm out of commission, can y'all please pick up the phone, call me through Facebook, Instagram, any social media platform, and say, "Hey, I'm just making sure you all right." Thank you, Queen. Say, "Hey, I'm just making sure you all right." Just because y'all saw me post stuff and all that, hey Tyra, don't mean that I didn't want to hear from y'all. Yeah. If they were to say I passed away, y'all would have been getting y'all t-shirts. Y'all would have been waiting when the funeral, when the repast, and all that. Can y'all show me some love? Hey, Mama, hey, can y'all show me some love when y'all don't see me? Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Yes, I'm fussing at y'all because y'all wrong for that. I'm just saying, y'all know y'all miss me. Even though some of y'all don't like me, y'all still miss me. I'm just saying. So the topic for the day is, I chose the topic for the day is, I was forced to tell my story. And the reason why I say I was forced to tell my story is because when the incident happened to me, I didn't know anything about social media, none of that kind of stuff. That I wasn't really worrying about social media. When Katrina hit, they had MySpace and all that other stuff or whatever, but I feel like I wouldn't have never brought my personal business or what happened to me to the internet if they wouldn't have been picking with me. Yeah, and I'm not a Karen because somebody called me a Karen because I was complaining about my car. I am not a Karen. And yeah, the reason I chose to tell my life story about the things that didn't happen in my life is because they was lying. Hey, one piece, side piece. I was talking about you yesterday to somebody on the phone. But anyway, there was lying about what happened to me. So let's say this. If I never came on social media and told y'all what happened to me, y'all wouldn't know the truth. And I understand, hey, Paula, I understand some of y'all gonna believe what y'all want to believe anyway. But I said that to say, because somebody asked me what made me tell my story. What made me tell my story is that I kept hearing so many lies about what happened to me. I kept hearing people saying I was a bully. People were saying that I was picking. People were saying that I was doing things that I wasn't doing. Let me tell y'all something about me, the people that don't know me, the newcomers. One thing about me, been the same. Me too. One thing about me, I'm not going to fabricate. I'm not going to add nothing. I'm not going to take nothing away. And I'm not going to lie on my damn self or nobody else. If something happened in my life and I talk about what happened in my life, why y'all caught up in y'all feelings about what happened to me? Why is it a problem? Why people say that I need to stop talking about what happened to me? Why should I stop talking about what happened to me? Because at the end of the day, somebody else out there in the world going through similar the same shit that I done been through. Same and a different year. No, I ain't gonna agree with that because I changed. I changed. I ain't the way I used to be, so we can't say that, sister girl. We gotta say different year, different age. I'm different in a lot of ways until you rub me the wrong way. I'm gonna say that. So yeah, they got people caught up in their feelings, mad because I'm telling my life story of what happened to me and all that kind of shit there. I'm going to talk about my life story until I get married again and my husband don't want to hear. I'm going to say that. So if you don't want to hear what happened to me, and I'm sure everybody that's on this live right now don't know the whole story. Y'all only heard kibbles and bits. I can sit on this live on this Monday afternoon, good evening, this Monday, and tell y'all the same story. And I bet you somebody on here don't remember me saying that in the past. I'm the one in the wheelchair. I'm the one to deal with the good days and the bad days, not y'all. So if I want to talk about this the rest of my life, I can, because it's my story. How about that? So if y'all don't like what I talk about, y'all don't have to be on here. Damn, what's going on? This phone is ringing. Can y'all not call me while I'm on live? I'm just trying to set the record straight. Y'all can call me when I get off a live, but can y'all not call me while I'm in the midst of talking about me? First of all, it's physical that I'm in a wheelchair. ATT, it's physical. Y'all can see the physical damage. All right. So you mean to tell me we got y'all women out there, y'all feel some type of way about me and other women because of their life story? How can y'all be mad at me because of what I've been through? And they were saying, somebody said, I'm gonna say this. Somebody said that I shouldn't be talking about certain things on the internet. Why shouldn't I talk about what happened to me on the internet? Because me talking about what happened to me can make some other young girl or somebody else's life different. Yeah, I'm tired of paying bills. Still tired of paying bills. I'm tired. I'm tired of bills. They ain't going nowhere, but yes, I'm tired of paying bills. But anyway, y'all, let me calm down because I feel much better. I thank God that all my fans are still here. They ain't go nowhere. They was waiting on me, but y'all got to appreciate me more. I feel like y'all don't appreciate me, as much as y'all should. I come on here, I give y'all story time. I tell y'all about my life history. I tell y'all about all the stuff I've been through, and y'all don't show me enough love. I'm not asking y'all for no dollars. I'm not asking y'all for $5. I'm not asking y'all for nothing but to show me some love when I come on the damn internet. And y'all don't do that. Y'all don't share the live. Y'all don't press no hearts. Y'all don't press the thumbs up. I mean, what is the problem? What is the problem? Is it y'all the problem? Because it's obvious it's not me. Hey, Miss Janice, obvious it's not me. I'm not the problem. I've been letting y'all make me believe that I've been a problem for decades. And I come to realization that I am not the problem. I'm not. I'm not the problem. Y'all don't know what I deal with on a day-to-day basis. I love you too, TT. Y'all don't know what I deal with. I have become a strong individual. And being strong is dealing with not talking to your kids, not seeing your grandkids, dealing with the fact that you're in a wheelchair, dealing with the fact that they post all kind of videos and pictures and all that where I could see it. You know, that takes a strong individual to deal with all the mess and confusion, all the shenanigan that goes on the internet. Thank you, Janice. Hey, cousin. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Rhonda. See, a lot of y'all around here, it's a mental thing. Yeah, TT. A lot of y'all around here, y'all be talking about this and talking about that, but it takes a very strong woman to deal with the stuff that I deal with on a day-to-day basis. And I was thinking today, and I said, you know what? If I would have contracted the HIV from a man that I used to love, if I wouldn't have never wind up in a wheel, come on now, the battery going low on the computer and the damn thing been plugged up all week. Make it make sense. If I wouldn't have never went through all the things that I went through, I don't have no sickness when it comes down to my body. I'm not a diabetic. I don't take no other type of medicine because of a sickness or illness, no cancer, no none of that. And I was thinking, I said, you know what? A lot of y'all women got to realize that when it comes down to love, everything that happened to me had something to do with me loving somebody. I'm going to say it again because this is going to go over some of y'all head. Everything that happened to me has something to do with me loving somebody. Whether y'all want to believe it or not, everything that happened to me had something to do with me loving somebody. Loving my children, loving my family, loving my so-called friends, loving my associate, loving people in general. All the things that happened to me in my life had something to do with me loving people. And so my purpose for coming on the internet, sharing my life story, is to make a difference in somebody else's life so they won't tread places with what I've been through. Being in love with a man could cause you all kind of pain, agony, sorrows, memories, regret, vice versa, a woman too. Being in love, period, can cause you anxieties, can cause you, some people, to lose their mind. And I thank God that I'm not one of them. But everything, I'm going to say it again, everything I've been through in my life had a lot to do with love, even if it's my family. Because your family hurt you as much as the people on the outside. And sometimes your family can hurt you more than the people on the outside. They got a lot of women around the world looking for love. And some of them looking for love in all the wrong places. And all of us fell in love with people that we thought was there to protect us and love us and not destroy us or hurt us. Each and every one of us women, they've been hurt in some type of way by somebody. Thank you. So y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. Y'all can feel however y'all want to feel. But all of us have something in common. Each and every one of us have something in common. And you know what that is? Feelings, emotions. And a lot of us then fell in love with all the wrong guys. A lot of us. And if you got a good man, hold on to him. Because at the end of the day, a lot of us women then got caught up with the wrong man. And I'm going to say this because I thought me getting married was the right thing to do. I never thought in a million years that my life would turn out to be the way that it is now. Now. So with that being said, a lot of us as women who follow each other, who don't like one another, we got a lot in common. How could you dislike me or another sister that's on here and have no valid reason why you don't like her? You don't like her because you don't like yourself. Or it's something about her that she got that you want, that you ain't even strong enough to go out there and get a job or do whatever you need to do to get what she got. There's no way possible another woman should be jealous or dislike another woman for no apparent reason. I'm trying to understand, why is it that we can't get along as Black women, when we all deal with the same thing? Our hormones, our bills, our anxieties, our, like people jealous of me, they jealous of you. I don't give a damn if you Black, white, green, purple, whatever. Girl, somebody don't like you either. Somebody don't like you either. But you didn't come to the grip and say, well, why should I dislike Ann when I'm dealing with the same thing? They don't like you, but at the end of the day, you going along to get along with the other people, and you don't like Ann because of how other people feel about Ann. Oh, you don't like Ann because she's speaking, she living in her truth, she transparent, and she took accountability. Why would I dislike somebody? I'm going to say real, whether y'all want to believe it or not. Why would I dislike any one of y'all because of your persona or you being real? Why is it that the real get more hate than the fake? Why is it like that? Why is it that the real ones get hated on more than the fake people? Why? And I was listening to Tentwa Buck today, and he said that if you somebody from New Orleans, I might not say it exactly how he said it, but in other words, he was saying that if you somebody and you got something going on for yourself in New Orleans, I'm gonna put it in a short version. If you from New Orleans and you got something going on, you damn if you do and you damn if you don't. And with that being said, that your own people don't want to see you get to the next level. In other words, they don't want you to have more than them. They love you and they hate you at the same time. And it's sad because we all going through the same shit. How could you say you're not a hater or you don't dislike people when at the end of the day, y'all clap when people have a downfall moment? But when people going up the ladder, I said my damn self, I be like, well, damn, they be rooting for people to get there, some people. And when they get there, the jealousy step in. That means something is mentally wrong with a lot of y'all. It's sad. Our own people is jealous of our own people and dislike our own people. Hey, Nikki, how can you dislike somebody that's struggling just like you? Somebody got bills, somebody got anxiety, somebody got high flash, somebody got all the same shit that you got. Why should you be jealous or dislike somebody that's dealing with the same shit that you're dealing with? Why? Why is it that, oh, I don't like her. I just don't like her. You people in New Orleans, they don't like you just because somebody else don't like you. I thank God that he make a way for me. Because if I had to live off the internet and live off of likes and views and followers, my bills will never get paid. They'll never get paid. But man think they in control when it come down to your work. But Jehovah's in control in my life. Jehovah is in control of my life. I don't know who in control of some of y'all life, but some of y'all don't see what I see. Y'all like what y'all like. Y'all like who y'all like. Y'all don't really like them like that. Y'all just like certain things about them. That's what y'all like. I didn't study this internet. I know how this internet thing works. But at the end of the day, I'm going to keep on delivering the message, but not looking at y'all to be the blessing. Because the true people and the people that really, really love me is the people who show up even when I'm not there. If y'all understand it. They got people that really, really love you that don't show up for you. Just because you don't see them don't mean that they don't love you. And I learned that. The people that you see every day, all the time, back to back, back to back, back to back, don't get it twisted about the people who love you and who don't. Because you can see your family every day, and your family are the biggest critics and the ones that hate you the most. And I nurtured myself back to health. I couldn't get up to fix myself nothing to eat. I was feeling so bad to where I didn't eat for a couple of days. And I can count on one hand the phone calls that I got. Just one hand. The phone calls that I got. And I'm trying to figure out, why is it like that? Because no matter what way y'all look at me and no matter how y'all feel about me, I am a lovable person. And if I can do something for anybody, I would. But I just said that, why is it that people don't show you love when you didn't show them nothing but love? I don't want y'all to love me when I'm dead and gone. I want y'all to show me y'all love me while I'm still here. Because I'm worthy of that. Whether y'all want to believe it or not, I'm worthy of y'all love. Because if I wasn't worthy of y'all love, some of y'all wouldn't even be here. Y'all could be anywhere else, but some of y'all still here. And I know some of y'all gonna fall off when, Key come on and stuff like that, but that's my least worry. But I gotta continue to do what God allowed me to do in the midst of me going through my process. I know why my body was going through it. When God have so much for you, the enemy is going to come to try to destroy you. I am one of God's children that the enemy wants, whether y'all believe it or not. I don't know. I know, I'm not going to say I don't know. A lot of people be praying for me, but y'all don't realize that I carry a heavy load. And the load that I carry is me knowing stuff about people that they don't even know about their damn self. I can prophesy and tell you something about yourself, and you'll ask me how I knew that. Because I'm anointed by God, and I have a spirit of discernment. But I also talked to Jehovah, and I asked him not to allow me to be found unalive in my house because nobody comes to my house. Only one person came to my house and checked on me, but it was for other reasons too. And at the end of the day, somebody was like, "You need to go to the hospital." I was like, "No." So I just stood in my house and I prayed for strength and I nurtured myself back because I was sick. I was sick for like a whole week. I stood inside for a whole week. And when I finally came outside, I went to the store and stuff like that, got a few things or whatever. But I nurtured myself back because at the end of the day, when I went to the reunion, I was feeling bad after reunion and I thought it would, pass over, but it didn't pass over. So I refused to go sit in anybody's hospital and let them give me some antibiotics or whatever. So I got some antibiotics. I talked to my doctor, stuff like that. But I was just thinking, I said, I don't have a, like, for it's my body, like, I don't have no sickness besides something that happened to me. Other than that, I'm not a diabetic. I don't take, insulin. I don't take, I don't have cancer. I don't have no sickness. And what I do have, I contracted through sex. Thank you, Paula. Other than that, I'm good. But what I want y'all to know is that I am 60 years old and I deal with the fact that I have somebody say I need counseling, but I told them that my counseling is when I come on the internet and I share my story and I talk about the things that I've been through in my life. They give me strength. They give me strength. I'd be so glad to when I go around the world and I chose to go everywhere and tell my story to make a difference in some other young girl's life or something like that, or somebody else's life. I have a mission and I need to fulfill my mission. And I just feel like it. Y'all can feel the way however y'all want to feel. I just feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I'm not active enough and I'm not doing enough. So when I say I'm not doing enough, meaning that it's more that I can do than just coming on the internet. I can go to the women's prison. I can go to the youth study. I can go to different places and I can do a lot of different things. But I would love to have a team. Hey, Granny, I would love to have a team where we can work together and we can do stuff together and make a difference in this world because it's so much going on, y'all. I be looking on the internet. So I'm going to ask y'all a question, a lot of y'all females or whatever. I see a lot of y'all females, y'all starting to show y'all ass, literally. I understand y'all younger than us, younger than me. What is it that make a woman, a young woman, and older women, I've been seeing them doing it too. What is it about the internet that you want to show your ass and bend over and just be half naked? And what is it about? Is it a fetish that y'all feel like you need some attention? What's going on with our young black women that feel the need that they got to just show their ass all the time on the internet? I mean, so at one time, men used to have an imagination, imagine how you look under your clothes. But now, y'all not giving a man no imagination because every time you look around and you stroll into Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or whatever it is, it's always some young girl bending over showing her ass. What is it? What is it? So you just gonna show your ass and bend over and all this kind of stuff. It's not catfish, it's who you are. And when a man disrespect you or degrade you in public, then you have the nerve to want to scream like somebody is doing you something. If you don't have dignity and love and respect for yourself, how is it that you want somebody else to respect you? And I don't get it with this social media shit because I get restricted for saying certain words or doing certain things or getting into an argument or altercation, fussing back and forth with somebody. You might get reported or something, you know, they might restrict you. How is it that a man could show his so-called printer, his private part? A woman could be on there showing her private part, her click and her nasty ass on the internet. But when you posting positive stuff, in so many ways, you get restricted. Some shit you got to make it make sense, because at the end of the day, what is that bad that you feel the need that you got to be on the internet showing your coochie and your ass and all that? I'm just saying. And then I was looking at the guy JJ Simmons, where, you know, he have his little spoon and stuff like that. And this is what I said. I knew sooner or later it was gonna be something. I didn't know exactly what it was because I didn't elaborate on it. But by him being a man and him interviewing beautiful women, I didn't know deep down inside exactly what was going to happen. But when I saw him at the garden, I think it was at the garden, and he had the spoon, and the young lady, they say the young lady put the spoon down there by her private part, and he got backlash about that, the video. So mind you, I was thinking about that. So he do his little video and stuff like that, and I really, really do love him. I love him, and I like his persona. I like the way he carries himself. But I feel like that was the trick of the enemy, because what we're not going to do is talk about Jehovah and talk about certain things about Jehovah and let the enemy pull us into a trap. You can tell he's a good guy. He didn't mean for what happened to happen, but being a child of God and transforming your life a certain way come with being ridiculed. And when you got the public eyes that's watching you, you got to watch what you say and you got to watch what you do. Because the least little thing that you do, you're going to get ridiculed. And you're going to get looked at some type of way, in a bad way. Even if you didn't mean no harm, you still going to be looked at some type of way. It's certain boundaries that we shouldn't cross as people of God that love Jehovah and say we love Jehovah, because we got people watching us. We got people looking and listening at us. And at the end of the day, when you claim to be a child of God, and when you trying to make a difference in people's life by using God, now you got all eyes on you. But those same people not realizing that we are not perfect and we entitled to make a mistake. So they're not looking at that as being a mistake. They're looking at that as saying like, oh, now it's time for us to tear him down because he had us gone this way and we was looking at him another way. So at the end of the day, when the young lady did what she did, she a grown adult, right? And yes, it was inappropriate, but again, she's a grown adult. Now, before he posted the video, he should have thought about that. But back to we not being perfect. A lot of us do things without thinking about it. So by him posting the video, he didn't think about what he was posting because he didn't look at it in a bad way. So he got a lot of backlash, but that's not going to change who he is, because at the end of the day, now your antennas got to always be up. You got to be very mindful. You got to be careful, because it could have been a situation where a woman gave him a charge of trying to touch her or trying to do something. So I feel like as a man got to be very, very mindful when it comes down to being around a lot of beautiful women. Because when you start getting famous and start making money and people start noticing you with money and you making money, you got to watch out for the vultures and the predators out there. So that means you got to dot your I's and cross your T's, because at the end of the day, when you a public figure, now you dealing with people in general, and you don't know what type of female that you be around. And I done saw some stuff that females then, came up to him and smelling him and all that. And he dressed nice. I'm sure he smelled good and all that. When I met him in the store, and he was a real nice guy. But when you dealing with the public and you dealing with people, you dealing with good and evil. And when you're dealing with good and evil, you got to be more careful, because somebody is going to try and tear you down. Thank y'all for the love. We got 13 people in here and we got 9 likes. I told y'all I wasn't coming on here and begging y'all to show me no love. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. But anyway, when you public figure like me, just think if I never shared my story about my life. When I didn't got into it with people on the internet and they didn't say stuff about me that didn't happen in my past, and I said, okay, yeah, did. You can't tell nobody on the internet nothing about me that I can't tell them myself. So if you want to bring up something I did in the past or something you heard I did in the past, okay, now what? Better yet, tell me something that I don't know about myself. See, that's what's wrong with the world now. We got people in the world that try to ridicule and try to drag you in the mud and talk about what you did in your past when we all got a past. Is there anything you want to know about me? Ask me, I'll tell you. If I feel it's suitable for me to tell you. If I feel like I want to tell you, I am. And if I don't, I ain't. I don't owe nobody no explanation about what I did in my past or what I'm doing in my present either. I don't. You obligated to say what you want to say or don't say it. So at the end of the day, I don't owe nobody an explanation on how I used to live and what I did in my past. But I felt like me telling my past, that made me feel good, because ain't nobody gonna say, oh, well, you know what? She used to do this. She used to talk about something that I never told somebody. Tell me something about something I never told nobody. Because anything about me, if I feel the need that I want to talk about, that's what I do on the internet. I come and talk about whatever I want to talk about. This is my platform, and whatever I feel the need I want to say, that's what I'm going to say, whether y'all like it or not. Some of y'all don't like the fact that I get on the internet. Like they say, certain things I talk about, I shouldn't talk about on the internet. Says who? Y'all know what the problem is. Y'all know why so many people mad at me on the internet and stuff like that. It's so many people. Just imagine all the people that went against me when I was almost on the line. Just imagine their children, their family, their mama, their daddy, their uncle, their grandpa, their sons, their daughter, and all that. Just imagine how many people that is. Just imagine how many people they lied to about me. And so some of the things that I'm sharing, they have to sit down and explain that to their children, their adult children. You know what their adult children say? Oh, mama, you did that. Oh, mama, oh, daddy, you did that. Oh, you heard me saying, oh, that's why. See, some of the things that by me being in-house, some of the things that I say and some of the things I talk about, they know it's not a damn lie. So they mad. Because you got to be some type of, I got to be one of the baddest, excuse my expression, one of the baddest bitches on earth for all these people to team up against me. I gotta be that bitch. Ain't that much hate in the world. But when you add it up and you realize, oh, the people that's against me, I'm a bad girl. One thing about life, a lot of people can't handle the truth. A lot of people rather fabricate and lie to their family, lie to their children. It's so many people heard so many different lies about me. So now the truth is being revealed and nobody like it. How y'all gonna be mad and dislike somebody for living in their damn truth and telling y'all step by step exactly what happened to them? Y'all mad because I say this man cheated on me with this woman and she almost unalived me. Y'all mad because I'm telling everything that happened bit by bit because a lot of y'all wasn't there. A lot of y'all heard a lot of lies, and now I'm here to tell the truth. What part of the story that y'all don't like? Because I don't care. Is it that y'all don't like the fact that I'm talking about my ex, what he did? Which one of them? What is the problem? If he would never did what he did, I wouldn't have nothing to talk about. Hey, Monique, cousin. If he wouldn't have never did what he did, I wouldn't have never had nothing to talk about with him. If he would have never did what he did, I wouldn't have nothing to talk about with him. If he would have never did what he did, I wouldn't have nothing to talk about with none of them. It's not just one person I'm talking about. When I talk about my life story and I talk about things that happen to me, it involves a lot of people. So just imagine all the people that's mad because they was a part of my life story. And y'all think the pictures that I post, that's just what I guess everybody will be mad if I post everybody that took the stand on me, everybody that did what they did to me, everybody that lied. So that accumulate some more hate and angry people. Nobody looking at the fact that, oh, she not lying. This actually happened, but it's the truth. So if you out there and you telling the truth and you tell the truth on somebody, they don't like you. I'm just saying, I don't care who don't like me, but I'm going to continue to tell my story day by day, blow by blow. And whenever I feel the need that my book is finished. So let's say this. So if all y'all is mad right now, how mad is y'all going to be when the book hit the slab? I'm just saying. Because there's some things I never talked about on the internet. It's some things I never mentioned on the internet that actually really happened. And then yet and still somebody said, oh, she crazy. That's what I heard. I heard a lot of people said that they said, oh, she crazy. So is it that I'm crazy because I'm living in my truth? Or I'm transparent? Or is it crazy because I take accountability? What makes me crazy? I'm trying to understand that part. What makes y'all call a person crazy? Thinking that be too. I'm just trying to understand that part. What makes a woman of my count? What makes me crazy? Is I'm crazy because I'm just sharing something that happened to me in my past. I don't think that's being crazy. I don't think that's being crazy at all. I think me being in a wheelchair for 31 years, raising 4 children from a wheelchair, being married numerous times, being mentally and physically abused, I don't think that's a sign of being crazy. I love you more. I don't think crazy has anything to do with anything that I encounter in my life. I think y'all misunderstood some of the things I've been through. I think a lot of them want me to go along to get along. And I believe in my mind, if they had their way, they would have been took me out of here or shut me up if they had their way. But they ain't got that much power. Because he said, touch not my anointing, do my prophet no harm. Because at the end of the day, he be in rooms that I be talked about that I'm not in. So and somebody had the nerve to tell me to take the picture down. Run that by me again. I'm going to say it again. Somebody had the nerve to say, I need to take the pictures down. Run that by me again. Because last I recall, they post their pictures, right? They ain't take them down, right? And last I recall, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok say AMAs. So just like they pictures still up, I'm going to take the pictures down when I feel like it. I'm just letting them be famous. They said they want to be famous. They want to be in the spotlight, right? They want to be no limit soldiers, right? So I'm going to just let them be no limit soldiers. So I'm not taking them down. So to everybody who wants me to take them down, ask your mom to take them down. Because I'm not. They're going to stay up there long as I want them to stay up there. If I come to the internet and I ask y'all to leave me alone, that's what I asked y'all to do. That was a warning. And sometimes destruction comes before warning. So at the end of the day, I'm not taking them down. If I don't never want to take them down, I don't have to. It's okay for people to post stuff and call themselves trying to hurt you. Y'all can't hurt me no more than I've been hurt already. Only thing that happened to me is me leaving this earth. And I'm not going nowhere no time soon. So all that shit y'all be doing and posting and all that kind of stuff there and going along to get along and all that, all I'm doing is living, and I'm going to sit back and enjoy my life and see y'all go through y'all coma. All y'all. All y'all. All y'all naysayers, all y'all got something to say about the situation with me or whatever. All y'all go along to get along. All y'all got to go through what y'all got to go through. Since y'all think shit that happened to me, that's some cool shit. I understand, because Satan got his people and Jehovah got his people. I'm glad I'm not one of the people that go along to get along. I thank God that when I leave this earth, I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. Some of y'all don't know where y'all going. Keep on being followers. And y'all going to follow them right with it, and where y'all going to be on their side. And I'm going to be on the good side. Because I'm trying to save souls. I'm trying to get people to get their life in order. Because nobody know what a second going to bring. Nobody don't know the time, the minutes, the second, or the hour. So with that being said, I'm working on me. What about y'all? What about y'all? Because some of y'all is so lost to, if they have fights and this going on the internet, y'all gonna run over there. It could be I could be talking about something that's going on in the world where you need to get ready. And y'all gonna miss it. Because that ain't what y'all want to hear. How many people want to hear about Jehovah and living right and doing the right thing? How many people? And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I think about life all the time. I think about how much power the white man have. Because no matter what I say, and no matter how I say it, my car is still not fixed yet. So what is the problem? I go to a white man lot or a high profile dealership, which is Mercedes, been on veterans, and purchase a car that I haven't had a good year yet, and I'm having slight problems with it. And they tell me that they're not going to do anything about it, and nobody's not going to step up to the plate and say, well, we need to get to the bottom of this. I'm trying to figure out what's my next step. Because it's not like they gave me the car. I'm just trying to understand. But yet and still we got our own people around here fighting against one another. And at the end of the day, the white man showing us that he in power regardless of what you say, girl, you got a Mercedes or whatever. We still ain't doing nothing. They let me know you ain't got no authority and you ain't got no say. So you got a car, you bought it, and that's that. And whatever going on with it, you stuck with it. Where our power the people at? Where our people at that's gonna stand up for one another? Because it ain't just me. It happened to a couple of other black people too. And ain't nobody saying nothing. So I'm just supposed to eat that because I don't know who to turn to. I'm just saying. So it's not like I went to the Mercedes dealership and said, oh, I want a car and I come to pick it up. I went to the dealership and I got a new car and I still have it. I'm paying insurance and all that. And I can't get it up to par. Wow, that speak volume. And y'all around here bickering and disliking your own sister and brother and all this shit that's going on. And the white man is still doing what he want to do, when he want to do, and how they want to do it. Why y'all still hating, envy, stripes, jealous of one another? The white man still in power. I'm just saying, he's still in power. Did they make an arrest in Nolan Well yet? I'm just saying. Y'all could sit back and just be looking at me like y'all stupid or whatever, but at the end of the day, somebody might say, no, this is a white man's world. But thank God that I got Jehovah in my life and I know who he is. He the Alpha and Omega, and he gonna make a way for me. But when it come down to me needing my own black people, where they at? Because I ain't the only one Mercedes then did that to. How about that? But I'm a woman in a wheelchair, and I can't say, oh, this is my first Mercedes. No. It's not that I'm overwhelmed because I got a Mercedes. It's not my first rodeo. But at the end of the day, what happened to the customers is always right. This is a $45,000 car. And you mean to tell me it haven't been a year, and then you're going to tell me y'all can't detect the problem, so y'all not going to do nothing about it? And you mean to tell me you got to the point where you disrespect me over the phone and I hung up in your face and told you about yourself and my car still not right? But I think we got bigger fish to fry. Because at the end of the day, y'all on the outside looking in and y'all be worrying about the small shit when we got big shit going on. Yeah, we hear all this stuff going on about around the world where how are people getting unalive and all this shit going on and this and that. And when it's going to stop? I'm just saying. When it's going to stop? You know when it's going to stop? When our people start sticking together and stop being jealous of one another. I'm just saying. See, you know why my car is not being fixed? Because somebody on the internet saying that ain't my problem. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I'm your sister. And the same thing that's going on with me could be going on with you too. So once this problem is fixed, I would never go to Mercedes and buy another Mercedes a day in my life, not that one. They left a nasty taste in my mouth. And then you know the cool part about it? They get our black salesmen to draw all the black people in to buy cars. That's their job, to sell cars. But they don't tell our black people to tell us, this not the car. This one had a problem. Or that one got a problem. You know what? We got inventory and we need to get rid of this car, that car, this car, that car, this car, that car. All mean necessary. Even if it's a bad car, you still need to sell it. That's what life. Some of y'all listening, some of y'all don't. Some of y'all still doing what y'all want to do and not waiting on Jehovah. Because to live right is not easy. I'm going to say it again. To live right in the world that we are living in right now is so hard. You got to almost like stay out the way. Not almost, you got to stay out the way. If you're a person that's used to having, if you're a person that's used to messing with different women, different men, doing different things in your life, doing ungodly things in your life, you got to be very careful. If you're a man, love women, you got to be careful. If you're a woman, love men, you got to be careful. Because you can be deceived. You can be deceived by people because the enemy comes to steal, unalive, and destroy. So if he can't get you in certain areas, he came after me with my body. He attacked me in my body and tried to destroy me in my body. I mean, what else he gonna do? If you done been through all that you done been through in your life and all kind of stuff that done happened to you in your life and you overcame all the obstacles, you overcame all that, the enemy gonna come some other way. If he ain't coming through your children, he coming through your spouse, coming through your family, anything that you love outside of Jehovah, the enemy coming after. You got to be very strong. I mean, mentally strong. And to my sisters that's out there, they have hot flashes and that's dealing with it. You got to be a strong woman to deal with your hormones when you're having hot flashes. If you're not strong, you're going to take a chance and it might cost you. Might cost you a little, might cost you a lot, but it's going to cost you. And now we living in a world to where that the worldly people got some of the people in the world, most of the people in the world thinking they the winners. That's the world we living in right now. The wicked got the people in the world thinking they winning. Because they had a young lady on TikTok and she said the side chicks is winning. Let me say it again. She said the side chicks is winning, meaning that The women that mess with married men is the ones that's winning. So basically what some of y'all trying to say is that when you're a side chick, you winning a married woman's husband. Oh, wow. Now that's big. I'm glad I don't think like that. I'm glad I don't think like that. Y'all got to be delusional. And that's diabolical to believe that you messing with somebody's husband, you winning. That's like saying I don't believe in God. Because at the end of the day, God don't bless no mess. And God don't take another woman's husband and give to another woman. It's a covenant. When you make vows because it's a covenant. So how can y'all young girls or maybe older women out there believe that the side chicks is winning? How can y'all honestly believe that in y'all mind when you was a side chick at one time, and you know damn well when you got your husband or you got your spouse or whatever, you got cheated on. I know a lot of women that mess with married men. Hey, Wendy. And guess what? When they got married, somebody messed with their man. And some of them still together and they don't care. At least they act like they don't care. We got a lot of actors in the world. We got a lot of women portray not to be emotion and they don't care and this and that. So in other words, y'all want us to believe that you don't have a conscience. And we all got a conscience. And karma is real. We all get our karma. Let me tell you something. A lot of y'all be on the outside looking in. And you'll see a lot of people, like with my situation. A lot of people see my ex with this woman. They've been together for 30-some years, right? Except he's been in jail for 12 of those years. A lot of people think that, I heard somebody say it, that's a happy couple. Somebody said it. Oh, that's a happy. They living a happy life. And I said, it all depends on what you call happy. Because I know damn well the shit I did, I paid for that. Everything that I did that wasn't lined up with the will of God. Every sin I committed, every person I jacked, I robbed, everything that I did, I paid for that in some. So what y'all want me to believe as a woman of God right now, and I'm not perfect, y'all want me to believe that people out there destroying other people's lives, destroying people's relationship, people's marriage, destroying people in general. Y'all want me and a few other people in the world to believe that that's what happiness look like? I'm just saying. Because there's no way possible that y'all should be that dumbfounded to believe that somebody is happily married. So in other words, if y'all believe in people out here taking people husbands and wives and not living a happy life, something is wrong with y'all. Something is really wrong with y'all if y'all believe, because for somebody to say the side piece is winning, so that making the younger generation or the younger people believe that, oh, you can go out there and be with a married man or be with a married woman and y'all can be together and y'all gonna live happily. Who came up with that? Because not on God green earth you gonna do dirt to people and not get consequences and repercussion. We all pay for our sins. We all pay for the shit that we do. So how could y'all be around here he-hen and hi-hi and encouraging people to believe that people are happy when they destroy somebody else's life? Do y'all not know they got people that's together that's not together mentally? Do y'all know that they got people that live together, live in the same house, but they like their roommate? If a lot of y'all can be a fly on the wall in some people's house, y'all would look at life so damn different. Y'all would be like, well, goddamn, I thought the grass was green on the other side. Anybody could put up a facade and make believe that their life is one way when it's not. I did it a lot of times. I made it like I got it going on. You would have thought I was one of the richest women walking around and had this and that, had the Gucci down to the shoes, to the socks, the watch, the purse. I mean, just everything. Man, they ain't have a quarter in my purse. I'm just saying. We living in a make-believe world. We got a lot of make-believe people all on the internet. I'm just saying. You know why I don't have the money that I had? Because I want to be kept safe. I want to save everybody. I want to help everybody. I want to give everybody. And yeah, I was stupid in a lot of ways. Because I thought maybe if I help this one, I help that one, I help this one, maybe they'll love me more. Maybe they'll come around more. Maybe they'll call me more. Nah. Money and material shit can't buy love. You got to meet people where they at and see them for who they are. Some people are together for stability. Everybody you see together don't mean that they were supposed to be together. Some people together because at the end of the day, they worrying about what the naysayers gonna say or what the people on the outside gonna say. Oh, we might as well just tough it out. No matter what we going through, they can be in the house not talking, passing one another up. Ain't no cooking, ain't no cleaning, ain't no sex, ain't none of that going on. But when we get outside, we got a facade to put up. So we dealing with them type of people, granted. We dealing with people like the outside world. So when we go outside, now let me tell you something. When we go to this dance and we go to this wedding reception and we go to this cookout and we go to this party, we gonna act like we got it going on, all right? We gonna act some type of way. Don't be showing off in front of people, yeah? And when they leave and get in the car, nobody ain't talking to nobody. I'm just saying. So for the people that say, oh, she just miserable. No, I'm not. I'm content with being who I am. I don't have to put up a facade no more and make believe I have what I don't have. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm living in my truth. I can come on the internet and talk about my own self. Why you think somebody else, oh, well, she lying and this, that? Ain't not one person that was around me when everything that happened, not one of them could come on here, don't come on here and say she lying. Right. So that's why a lot of people are angry with me, because I told stories about shit that happened that they didn't want their children to know. They ain't want their children to know that we bumped head with the same men. They ain't want their children to know that they lied about who their daddy was, who their mom, and all. They ain't want their children to know some of the shit that I said. They didn't want the world to know. They want people to know that I helped them. They ain't want that I made sure they were straight when they wasn't straight. They don't want people to know that. See, it's a different when you're on the outside looking in, but I was in-house. Because I be waiting. I want somebody to, oh, well, she lying. That ain't going to happen. They get mad. And so far, when I come on the internet, they're like, oh, yeah, she just mad and she was this and she was that. Girl, you can't talk about what I was because you've been born. You going off of assumption and going off of what somebody else then said. How would you know if you weren't even born? That's what they told you. I'm just saying. That's what they told you. So out of all this that didn't happen with me, and I come on the internet and talk about it, you mean to tell me all you could say is, oh, she this, she that, but it still don't justify somebody in their wrongdoing. Why is it that people try to justify for people in their wrongdoing? Well, we're going to push that part to the side. Well, she was wrong about that, but you still should have left her alone. Did I pick with her or did she pick with me? Hey, nephew, did I pick with her or did she pick with me? Because shit not adding up. When y'all say I picked with somebody, how is it that that was mine? How is it that that was mine? When you pick with somebody, that don't add up. That don't add up. See,
Jenny, my grandbaby.
See, people tries to justify to make
Jenny, my
people tries to justify people and their wrongdoing. So we gonna justify so you won't look so bad. But no matter what you say and how you say it, y'all can't justify wrong when it's wrong. So y'all want me the only one to take accountability for what I did. Well, I ain't the only one did something wrong. So in this whole little clique and all the shit I've been through, I'm the only one take accountability. To all y'all women that be on my live talking shit. So I'm the only one was wrong. Well, what part of the shit I was right about? I'm trying to understand what part in y'all mind I was right about. Or is it because y'all don't like me? I was wrong. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for somebody to say, and well, the part you was wrong was. I can tell y'all the part that I was wrong. And they still got somebody else say, no, you wasn't. They still got somebody else say, well, you ain't did no more than what I would have did. Even though I said I was wrong myself. Right. If I can come on the internet, and take accountability and say, yeah, I was wrong, I slapped. So since y'all say I was wrong and I said I was wrong, where I was right at? Right, Granny. So where I was right at. I'm just saying. We know New Orleans is corrupted. I didn't have a weapon. I got pum in my back. I was no longer a threat. It was two of them. So where was I wrong at? Yeah, we talking about it again. Because I just want somebody to tell me, since they got these little scuddy butts and huckabucks, these little dun-dun-duns out there saying, oh, I was a bully and all that kind of shit there, or whatever, because they're going along to get along. I just want somebody just to be real enough and tell me, well, at the end of the day, the only part you was wrong about is when you put your hands on somebody. Thank you. I know that. I know that part. So what about all the other stuff? What about so me confronting a woman that smiling, grinning in my face, that said she wasn't with him. She wasn't with my husband. So was I wrong from confronting her about being with my husband? No. Oh, so I'm wrong for talking about what happened to me. I'm wrong for talking about that. Since it was 31 years, and you need to let that. I need to let it go. I've been in a wheelchair for 31 years. I deal with it every day. I have good days, I have bad days, and some days I just don't want to talk to nobody. How about that? How you like that? So we got all these women, you know what? But let me tell you something about life. The world that we live in, we cannot please everybody. We got people, they could look you directly in your eyes and know that everything happened to you was unjustifiable. And in their mind and their heart, they still feel like, oh, well, you still was wrong. Because that's the way that they live. That's the way that the world is right now. The new world that we living in right now. It's not a new world, but the world we living in now. Everybody, a lot of people going along to get along. And a lie is the truth, and the truth is a lie. Ain't no convincing. I ain't got to convince nobody to believe a damn thing about what happened to me, because it was right there in their face. It's right there in their face. Everything that happened, everything that I say happened, how it happened, that's the way it happened. No justification. All I do every day, I pray for my people. I pray that y'all stay out of harm's way. I pray that y'all see life for what it is and see people for who they are. When people show you who they are the first time, believe them. That's who they are. We can't change people. We can't even change our own family. We barely could change ourselves. If Jehovah wasn't real, and if I felt like he wasn't real, we wouldn't be having this conversation, because I'd be in St. Gabriel or I'd be 6 feet under. But I thank God that Jehovah is in my life and he's a part of my life, because at the end of the day, I had to deal with this shit mentally. I had to deal with the fact that people play in my face talking about, yeah, you let somebody do this and this and that, you ain't do nothing. And I had to sit down and think and say, you know what? I didn't do nothing. And I had to think about the enemy telling me, so you ain't gonna go get your lick back? So you ain't gonna go, you could go get your lick back. You gotta be very, very, very strong minded. That's why when somebody be talking that shit or somebody dislike me, I don't give a damn about how nobody feel about me. I know who I am and whose I am. And they could walk a mile in my shoes and they don't even have to slap. You don't think the enemy played games in my mind? You don't think the enemy ever came to me and told me, well, they gonna be there. They gonna be there. And they gonna be there. And you could get them at that. Y'all don't think the enemy didn't came to me so many times, and I had to overcome that. I had to overcome that with people that love me. I had to overcome that even when the people that love me don't know my mental capacity. Don't know how many times those thoughts came to my mind They wouldn't even know until it's too late. Because do anybody ever ask you, hey, is you all right? Is you good? Because if somebody pick with me, people don't know all the thoughts come across my mind. And I ain't gonna lie, in my era coming up, I did something to somebody, I'm not hanging around. Even if I see them, I'm going another way. So somebody make y'all feel like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, y'all stupid. Y'all bold. I'm just saying. Because every time the dude who unalived my brother came around me, I said, you gotta go. And that's on Mary the Little Lamb and a Little Lamb. I ain't unalive your brother. I said, you gotta get from around me. And I meant that. I'm just saying. So I don't know what kind of life y'all living right now. I don't know what y'all thinking in y'all mind. But at the end of the day, y'all got a lot of nuts. I don't want to be around nobody that I didn't home. Because I done saw people go back 20, 30, 40, 50 years and got the lick back. But of course, I ain't worrying about my lick because at the end of the day, Jehovah got me. I give it to him. I ain't the one y'all got to worry about. I ain't out there causing no kind of harm to nobody, causing no trouble, none of that. But ain't nobody going to tell me how to speak my mind when I want to. Nobody not going to tell me how to vent. Nobody not going to tell me when to say. And I don't give a damn if you say I'm tired of hearing it. Well, fall off. When you live a life and you raise 4 children, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4, from a wheelchair, and you did everything you could possibly do for your children, and you sit down, I'm over the crying part. I'm over the hurt part. Because I cried many days and many nights. But I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would never be around my grandchildren. So being strong, being mentally strong, it takes a special kind of person to deal with all that. For people that you love, and out of all the crabs in the barrel, you one of them ones. I'm one of them ones. I'm one of them ones that have been over backwards for her family. I'm one of them ones that'll pull up on site for her family. I'm one of them ones. But I'd be like, well, damn. To say you one of them ones, why is so much animosity toward me? I always defend my family. I defend my kids, my grandkids. I'm always on defense mode. And I never thought in a million years that my life would be the way that it is right now. I never thought that. And I'm not talking about the immaterial things. I'm not talking about cars and houses and immaterial clothes and all that. I'm talking about to a standpoint where it's almost like it's just me and the people that love me on social media. Jehovah first. It's not my life. It's not my life. I know my qualification now, but this not my life. This is not my life. And when you analyze and you think about things that you'll pass, and I wasn't that bad. Now, he said, forgive them because they know not what they do. A lot of things I did in my past, I didn't know no better. I was only doing what I felt like I wanted to do. I didn't know anything about no consequence and repercussion. I didn't know one day it all was going to catch up with me. So if he say, not if he said, forgive them because they know not what they do. So he forgave me. I didn't know no better. But I never expected my life to be to this point right now where it is. I had plans for my life. The plans that I had for my life, everything was turning out one way, and it's like it did a turnaround. When I got married the first time, I was transitioning my life into being a different person. I didn't want no more, none of that. Like, this the way I want my life to be. And in the process of me transitioning my life, that's when it backfired. All these things started happening to me. Only because I was changing my life. But I do believe, without a shadow of doubt, me being in a wheelchair saved my life. Whether y'all want to believe it or not. The wheelchair saved my life because had I would have been grazed, hit anywhere else, it gave me opportunity to be able to walk again. It was going to wind up bad. I'm just being real with y'all. If I wasn't sitting down in a wheelchair and I would have just got grazed in the arm, the leg, or whatever, it would have turned out bad. Real bad. And I'm here to say it. So me being in a wheelchair saved my life. I got an opportunity to change my life because if I was standing up, something bad was going to happen. Hey, Queen. Norma. I know that. Y'all don't know that. I know me. I know me now. I know me now. I'm not afraid of nobody. All I ask people to do is respect me. You respect me, I'm going to respect you. But I don't ever want nobody to underestimate me because of my situation of me being in a wheelchair. Don't underestimate me at all. I don't bother you, don't bother me. But I'm going to always stand my ground. I'm going to stand my ground. But don't get it twisted about me. The wheelchair saved me. But just because I'm in a wheelchair don't mean that I won't punish one of y'all. So I stay out y'all way. I stay out of y'all way. Y'all can't get mad because I'm living in my truth and I'm telling my story. Y'all can't get mad at that. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do when it come down to pictures and all that shit there. So that means I can do whatever I want to do when it come down to pictures too. It's okay for y'all to do shit. But it's a problem when I do it. Oh, well, it's going to be a problem then. It is what it is. So I come a long way. And I try not to indulge myself into unnecessary bull crap. I tried to separate myself from unnecessary foolishness, but I'm not going to let nobody keep me from enjoying my life, doing what makes me happy. I'm not going to let nobody stop me from doing that. So if people want to be mad because I'm telling my story, they're going to be all right. What they going to say? Oh, she talked too much. Why is it that she talking too much when she telling her story? That's all I'm doing. It's just story time. And it's the truth. And once I get married, hey Pam, and I get married again, if ever, and man, my husband not gonna talk about that shit that didn't happen in the past. That's gonna be a closed chapter. Until then, I'm gonna ride this white horse. And whoever don't like it, oh well. It's more to come. There's a lot of things that y'all don't know. That's why they calling me crazy. I'm crazy because I'm talking about everything that happened. But all these people. And you know what somebody said? It was like, well, Ann, how is it that all these people could disrespect you and be around your children? And y'all know, let me say this, y'all. When people disrespect me, I see some of them kids and stuff like that. Their kids have nothing to do with what they did to me. I got love and respect for their kids, but they don't have respect for my children. Because if you have love and respect for my children, you'll respect the fact that I'm still a mother. See, that's the part that y'all missing. How is it that my children can respect them and their children, but they don't respect me as my children's mother? That's deep. Because I look at the situation different when I look at all these different people who I didn't help, who I didn't did stuff to, for and all that kind of stuff there. It's a lot more things that I can say that didn't happen to them, but out of respect for their children, I don't talk about that. I know somebody who had 2 black eyes, and their children don't even know their boyfriend gave them 2 black eyes. But yet and still, you want to cuss me out and give me the finger and all that kind of stuff. They're all on social media and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, I have respect for your children. But y'all don't have respect for mine. So should I respect your child? Yes. Because your children don't have nothing to do with your grown-ass decision that you making. And it's sad. It's sad how people became your enemy over something that had nothing to do with them. I'm just saying. How you become somebody's enemy because of somebody else? Y'all got to make it make sense. How you, and y'all become my enemy because of somebody else. I'm just saying. How is it that the world that we living in, people selling their soul for other people? I'm not selling my soul for nobody. If you live in some type of way and you doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing, that's between you and Jehovah. But I'm not selling my soul because of you. But I'm not smiling and grinning in your face, because I know who y'all are. I don't give a damn if you smiling, grinning in their face and you know they snakes. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. If you crossed me, if I treated you good and you didn't treat me the same, I'm not finna smile and fake be in your face. I'm not doing. I done did shit for a lot of y'all. I done made sure a lot of y'all went to things that y'all was invited to shit that y'all probably wouldn't have, y'all probably would have tried all kind of shit. I ain't even gotta say what I done did. And a lot of y'all couldn't even come back and support me when it was time for y'all to support me. I don't do the fake shit. I'm not doing it. And when I see you at the end of the day, yeah, I'm gonna say, damn, it's like that. So I'm gonna address that and let you know to stay the fuck out of my face. Cause y'all like that. Y'all fucking users. And y'all forget the bridge y'all have to cross. I'm not a user. A lot of y'all are users. Y'all take shit from people. Y'all take shit people give y'all. And at the end of the day, y'all wouldn't do the same for them. But at the end of the day, y'all have a hidden agenda. Everything that I done gave away, that shit costed. But I gave it to you because I feel like that shit might mean something to you, but that shit don't mean that. But don't forget, that shit costed me money. And a lot of y'all forget that shit. But that's the world we live in. People only do what you allow them to do. And I'm going to tighten up on all that shit too. All that helping certain people, this and that. Yeah, certain people I'm not. Don't come to my house because you feel as though you need something or something like that. At the end of the day, you know, I'm always forgiving and always forgetting them, the people who they, oh yeah, well, and you know what? At the end of the day, that's still who you are. That's still who I am. But don't ever think that y'all out there, I ever did something for any one of y'all that y'all used me. Y'all know y'all didn't. Nobody can use you. Nobody can use me. Should that I don't value immaterial shit. Because one day all this shit gonna be given away. I'm just saying. So this not my life. This the life that was given to me. And when I got a phone call from Facebook, I got text message, and I'm like, only since I was sick a whole week, and I only got like 3 or 4 people called and checked on me. They hear my verse. But it's okay. It's okay. But I'm going to continue to take care of myself, continue to be transparent, living my truth, and continue to tell my story. And I'm going to move around. Because at the end of the day, ain't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. And if I keep on sleeping, I'm not waiting on nobody else to give me nothing. I'm not waiting on nobody else to do nothing for me. I got to get out there and get it how I live. I'm just saying. I ain't waiting on nobody. I got to do what I was called to do. I see a lot of people for who they is. A lot of people at the end of the day, you know, they see you in public. It's all fine and dandy. You know, I love you, this and this and that. But at the end of the day, what if that would have been the last time you saw me or the last time you talked to me on social media? And you know what somebody would have said? I wish I would have called and checked on her. I wish I would have talked to her before this happened. But I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to keep on pushing and keep on doing what Jehovah want me to do. But y'all got to do better than what y'all doing when it come down to y'all saying y'all care about a person, y'all love a person. Love is an action word. It really is. And it don't take but a second to send a text message. I'm just checking on you. It don't take but a second. I'm just saying. But I'm good now. I'm still I'm recovering. I'm gonna be all right. I just know I can't when they got something going on and it's a whole lot of people. If it's hot in there, I can't do a lot of people like that. Because somebody was sick and that shit passed on to me. And when people have gatherings and they got a lot of people, some people gonna come out even when they sick. Some people not, they gonna embrace you. That's what we do in New Orleans. They gonna embrace you, not telling you that they just got over COVID or pneumonia or whatever it may be. They're not gonna tell you that. And we live in a state and we live in a city where we do hugs and kisses. And that's the way we greet our people. But some people got to pay for that because everybody's immune system are not the same. I miss talking to y'all, but first things first. No matter how much I miss talking to y'all, I still have to take time out for myself and take care of myself. First things first. But I don't know which one of y'all on here. I don't know which one of y'all going through right now. And y'all was going through the whole week that I wasn't on live. Y'all fell off. A lot of y'all fell off because y'all didn't have me to guide and direct y'all and tell y'all the things y'all should and shouldn't do. So I know me being gone a whole week, now y'all got to catch up. I know some of y'all still, y'all got to repent because every time I come on live, it was keeping you, and you. I kept y'all alive. No matter what y'all say, I kept y'all alive. I'm talking about spiritually. And I know a lot of y'all fell off because y'all didn't have nobody to listen to and nobody to talk to. Even though I'm talking to y'all, y'all still didn't have nobody to listen to. I'm sorry I wasn't there for y'all, but I was there spiritually, and y'all still fell off. Even though I talked to y'all before I got sick, y'all still did what y'all wanted to do. So now y'all got to start all over again. But it's understandable because we're not perfect. We fall down, but we get back up. That's why he said he forgive us 7 times 7, 7. 7 times 7, 7. So you got an opportunity to start all over again. So don't feel bad because you went off and was with your ex and you said you wasn't going to be with him and you did it anyway. Don't feel bad because you did something for your grandchildren or your children and you said you wasn't going to do it anyway. Don't feel bad about what decision you made. Don't feel bad. It was a test. Now you got to repent and start all over again. Ain't no need in you moping and crying and whining. You did one of my numbers. Something you said you wasn't going to do, you did it anyway. Now you got to move forward. You got to be stronger than that. We all got to be stronger than that. Y'all don't think I didn't fell short a lot of times. Y'all not by yourself. Y'all just got to pick yourself back up. At the end of the day, you did that. So we can't point the finger at nobody but ourselves. When you fall off, or you went get your little drink, or you smoke your little weed, did whatever you say you wasn't going to do, went on a little fast or whatever, you failed, but it's okay. It's okay. We can't keep on doing the same shit day after day after day after day. And we can't keep on continue being the same person after we already and talked to Jehovah and told him we was going to change. And We slip up. I'm just saying. We're not perfect. But we got to stop doing things that's costing us. Might cost you a little, might cost you a lot, but it's costing you. Some shit we do ain't even worth it. Y'all don't think I did shit, and I ain't gonna lie. I did something that I said I wasn't gonna do. I helped somebody. Because I thought maybe that was the right thing to do. And after I helped him, I ain't talked to him since. I'm just saying, Queen, I helped somebody. And they was like, well, I'm going to come back. Once I help them, I haven't heard from them since. And it's somebody I love. But I went to thinking, and I went to saying I shouldn't. If I went to thinking like that. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad for what you did, because I fell off too. I fell off too. And she showed me who she was. She showed me who she was, but I felt like it was the right thing to help. And I did it. And after I did it, I ain't getting no phone call the next day, the next day, the next day, or the next day. So you really didn't come over here to make sure I was feeling better or to check on me. You came over here because you wanted something and you got it. So don't feel bad about what you did. Move forward. You did what you did. That's what we do. We fall short. We fall down. We get back up. Well, we can't constantly keep repeating the same cycle, doing the same shit day after day after day after day after. Stop letting people mislead us. Oh, because we feel like some of us feel vulnerable, some of us feel lonely, some of us have anxiety, some of us feel like we ain't got nobody, some of us don't want to be alone. Some people go alone and get alone. Stop beating yourself up. You did that. Take your L and move on. I did what I did, even though I felt some type of way, and now I got to move forward because she ain't called me, but it's okay. Thank you, Granny. Right. So while I was up in here, nobody pops up at my house. And when she popped up, fixed me a little food or whatever. But that wasn't her motive, to come and make sure you straight and make sure you're all right. The motive was, I'm coming to get what I want. When I get what I want, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to come check on you. I'm going to do this. None of that. But I can't get mad at nobody. I can't get mad at nobody but myself. I can't. I am on a fixed income. I have bills I pay. And yet and still, I still try to help other people. Paula, I still not try to help other people. I help other people. And I be thinking that's the right thing to do. I was thinking like, we know the difference between wrong and right. We know the difference between somebody trying to use you. We know the difference. It's just, I guess, it's just the person that I am. I got a problem with when people, let me explain something to y'all. When people do things for me, y'all, I pay them back more than what they did for me. That's my problem. Everybody who ever did something for me in my entire life, not the people that, some people did stuff for me with no strings attached. But if you knowingly, I know that you've been there for me, and I am going to pay you back more than what you did for me. That's me. And the more you give, the more they're going to take. They're not going to say, no, don't worry about it. Some people, not everybody's the same, but the more you give, the more they're going to take. So with that being said, I don't want to stop giving. I just don't want to feel used. I don't want to feel used. And if people don't come to your house because they say you stay too far or whatever, and somebody pop up at your house, that's unlikely. So what was your reason for coming? What is the real reason? But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I do what I can. And it's things that I say, you know, when you give away stuff and you do stuff for people or whatever, and they respond a different way, you go to thinking what you could have did, or I could have did this, I could have did that, I could have did it. And I say, you know what? Ain't no need in you crying over spilled milk. That's who you are. You did what you did, and that's a wrap. So to each and every one of us, while I wasn't on here for that little week, and y'all did what y'all did, now y'all got to pick yourself back up. Y'all do. Because I do too. I have to pick myself back up. So pick yourself back up, pick your head up, get out your feelings. You did what you did. Now you're looking stupid, like I was looking stupid. But ain't nobody put no pium to our head and made us do what we did. We did that because that's what we wanted to do at that time. I say, Lord, just make me stronger. Make me a stronger person to where I'm always giving. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm always giving shit away. And it don't be no anything. I give people shit and now they don't appreciate it, but they want it. And I give it to them. But they don't appreciate me. For real. People don't realize that if I give you a mink coat that costs, let's say, $2,000 or something like that, and that's over and beyond the shit that you done did for me. I don't like the fact that I don't like people to do stuff for me and be like, oh, don't worry about it. Nah. I done did shit for people and they'll say, don't worry about it. And then come back a year later, or months later and be like, yeah, give me that little, the little $50 I gave you. I told you don't worry about. Run that by me again. You remember I gave you the $50, when we was together. And I said, well, when I tried to give you the $50 back, and I said, take your $50, you said, no, don't worry about it. And now we at months later, and you saying, remember that $50 I gave you? So you know what? I don't want nobody to give me nothing with strings attached. Right. I don't want nobody to give me nothing with no strings attached. Because I'm always feeling stupid. I'm always feeling like I give you more than you gave me. And at the end of the day, now I gave you what I gave you is worth more than $50. But that's the world we living in now. If people can take advantage of you, and if they feel like, because I'm the type of person where at the end of the day, don't get me wrong, I support people that support me. But there come a time where if I don't feel some type of way, if you got a party, you got something going on, and I can't get there, be understandable. I don't feel good. I can't. But at the end of the day, I don't like the fact that tit for tat shit. That's not who I am. I don't tit tat. But at the end of the day, treat me the way I treat you. And everybody's not like that. Everybody's like that. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't have somebody say, well, ain't give me that. I said, okay. Yeah, take it. So when I see you, and I'm like this, I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all can say whatever y'all want, playing games or whatever. I might not even want your shit, and I'll be like, give me that. No, I ain't getting you this. I buy you one. No, I don't want you to buy me none. Don't even worry about it. That's the type of shit I do, because now I didn't test you. I done took all my shirt. I took shit out of my purse and gave it to you. And I said, well, give me that candy. Give me that candy bar. No, I ain't even want the candy bar to begin with. I just wanted to see if you was on the same type of time I was on. So it's no equal value, because I done did way over and beyond of what you did for me. I don't understand how y'all feel like y'all could take shit from people and don't believe that shit costs money. So me getting you shit, you ain't think about how much I paid for the shit that I bought, that I paid for, that I gave to you, that work, that value more than the shit that you done gave me. But it's okay, because at the end of the day, anybody that I feel the need that, and I ain't gonna lie, they got people that owe me money and stuff like that. And I don't really like elaborate on that. But if you tell me, give me a word, this and this and that. But at the end of the day, it's stuff that I didn't got from people that at the end of the day, sometimes I think about that shit and I be like, now come on now. Let's be real. Let's be fair. You think if I did all the things that I done did for a lot of people, I'm looking for, I don't know where some of y'all mind frame at, but at the end of the day, that's who some of y'all is. Y'all burn bridges with people that have been over good to y'all. And it's sad, because that's how people are now. They forget about the shit that you done did for them, but they want to remind you of what they did for you. I don't need you to remind me of shit, because everything you did for me, I paid for that and some. That's who I am. I'm going to call you my friend, my sister, my brother, my cousin, whoever you may be, when if you ain't got it, I got it. But when you got it, and you don't know if I got it. Everybody not going to be the way that Ann is. If we go somewhere together and you don't have no money, and I got money, and I can pay for me and you, or I can pay for the food this time, but all the time we together, I'm paying for the food. Or all the time we together, I'm paying for us to get in the club. Or all the time we together, I'm buying shit and you ain't never buying shit. Nah, we not doing it. We're not doing none of that. So I have to learn to treat people accordingly. I have to learn to treat people the way that they treat me. Because if you're not going to be there for me, why should I be there for you? And I had to learn it. I had to learn that through children, family, so-called friends, sisters, brothers. I'm always the one always giving, and not all the time I get in return. And I got a sister like that. She always giving. She always giving. But at the end of the day, you can give people, but I'm not the one that's going to give you and talk about it. That's not who I am. You know? And a lot of us like that, because a lot of us who like that, we open the door for people to use us. People feel like, well, damn, I'm going to ask Ann for that purse when I see her. Why ask me for my purse? If I want you to have it, I'm going to give it to you. And if you ask me for something one time, just ask me one time. And if I want you to have it, I'll give it to you. Ain't nobody got to ask me for something. If you ask me for something the first time, I remember you asked me for it. But don't make me feel used. We're not doing that. So whatever y'all did when I was sick, I know y'all fell off. You ain't got to tell me y'all fell off, because I know y'all fell off. I know y'all was doing whatever y'all wanted to do. I'm not in y'all household. I know some of y'all went back. Some of y'all went back talking to y'all spouse. Some of y'all then went back doing stuff with y'all children and grandchildren and all that. Yeah, some of y'all did. So take your L. You did what you did. I did what I did. And we did it out of kindness, our heart. So whatever decision we make, whatever we chose to be with it, whatever we chose to do or whatever, that's between us and Jehovah. So I'm back. Now what? I'm back on track. For somebody coming that ain't been there for me, I ain't let nobody use me no more. Nobody. If I can help somebody, if you need me, and you say, "Ann, send me cash out," don't ask me to borrow nothing. Because if you ask me to borrow it, I'm going to look at it as being a borrow. If you say, "Ann, I need $10," and I send you $20, you didn't ask to borrow it. That's what I chose to do. Somebody asked me for $10, I sent them $20, and they sent me $40 that I didn't ask for. So whatever you do it from your heart, and be very mindful of the people that you help, because everybody don't deserve your help. So you just got to be more wiser, more stronger, and we got to see people for who they is. Stop calling somebody that ain't answering the phone. They see you calling. They got call ID. Stop calling them. They don't want to be bothered. It is what it is. You got to go to what you got to go to. It's life. I mean, it's me and Jehovah. And it is what it is. Accept life for what it is. Some things are out of your control. Some things we can't change. It is what it is. Continue being the person that God created you to be. I done been a fool, but I'm not going to be a damn fool. So somebody on here, stop being a damn fool. Say no. Stop being scared to say no. Tell them you ain't got it. No matter how much you love them, no matter how much you feel like they ain't going to talk to you no more, they ain't going to call you no more and this, that, you ain't got it. From this day forward, you ain't got it. Because when you ain't got it, nobody ain't got it. They're going to say they ain't got it. Put Jehovah first, you, and everything else after. Jehovah first, yourself, and everything after. Take care of you. I neglect myself. I did. I ain't even going to get off into it. But I love y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. And stop beating yourself up. Stop beating yourself up. Before you go to sleep, repent. Pray about your situation. Stop trying to make him or her love you. Don't force nobody to love you. Stop letting him disrespect you. Stop letting him mistreat you. Stop letting her lie to you, deceive you. Put Jehovah first. Because without him, we nothing. And he ain't going to bless no mess. So I love y'all, and I see y'all tomorrow. Love you, Paula, Wendy. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I love y'all. See y'all tomorrow.